This morning, I heard a really frustrating case. You know, suspicions without proof cause deep problems in marriages, and studies show that social media use can fuel those feelings, even when they're not true. Nagging suspicions undermine the trust shared by the married couple who came to see me today.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Ashley Moore and James Moore. The two of you have been married for 7 years. Ms. Moore, you want out of the relationship. Mr. Moore, you're hoping to save it. You have some matters that you would like me to resolve, but I want to talk to you, Ms. Moore. Why don't you tell me why you want out of this marriage with Mr. Moore?
4 years ago, James cheated on me at one of his family members' house, and he lied to me about it.
How did you find out about it? What happened?
I found out about it because we had cell phones that came loaded with GPS apps on it. Whenever we call each other, it pinpoints a location of where you are. So we buy the phones. He calls, he tells me he's at work. And automatically I knew off the back he was lying because
it pinpointed it.
Yeah, it pinpointed his location where he was. So I tell him, oh, okay, so I know you're not at work. I know that you're lying to me. Like, so where are you at? What's going on? So I knew the location where he was because it was one of his family members' houses. So I asked him, like, what's going on? Why would you lie about being at your family member's house? So he tells me, you know, oh, I gotta call you back. I gotta call you back. He finally calls me back, like maybe a couple of hours later, and he tells me that he met some girl and he was there smoking weed with her.
Mr. Moore, what happened 4 years ago when you weren't where you were supposed to be? Love the hair, by the way. I haven't seen that in a long time. Brings back memories.
I appreciate it, y'all. 4 years ago, some of that nature kind of happened a little bit like that. I was at a family member's house. I had got off work early, and I couldn't go home per se because at the time my wife really didn't like me smoking weed at the crib. So when I got off work early, instead of me going home, I said, you know what? Instead, I'm gonna go chill I'm gonna go chill at my family member house and chill for a little bit. Well, when she called, I was in the midst of doing that. So when I called her back, I didn't say where I was because I didn't want her to be like, bring your ass home.
Right.
That's basically it. So when I called her, I was ready to come home, and that's what happened.
Now, why do you believe that? To me, that sounds like a plausible story. I don't know the guy, but it sounds like a plausible story. Why do you believe he was cheating and not just getting high?
3 days later.
Not that you should have been doing that either, but
That's understandable.
3 days later, I post on social media that, you know, a random post saying that, you know, I'm going to the store. His family member's house that he was at, they said, oh, well, James was at my house with this girl and he cheated on you. So that's why. I didn't originally.
So somebody gave him up.
Yeah.
Somebody did somebody tell your wife that you in fact were with another woman while you were over there getting high?
I would have to say yes because I seen that same message. But in that sense, that ain't the truth, though. I did.
Can you think of a reason why somebody in your own family would make up a lie about you cheating on your wife?
Haters. You know, not just because you family don't mean nothing.
That's true. Just because you're family doesn't mean you're right. That's very true.
In the midst of our relationship, I try to do what I feel like any man should do, you know, take care of my wife. Now, some of my family members, they don't do it like that. You know, I married my wife, we had kids and all that good stuff, so I try to take care of her.
So you went with it old school.
Yeah, so when I go around my peoples, they see this and they like...
Stick their fingers in
Yeah, there you go. And a little bit me too, because I kind of cap and be like, y'all should be like me. Y'all should, you know what I'm saying? Y'all should try to do better.
So you go home talking all that trash and said that we're going to work him out.
You
come over here with this stuff, I'm going to mess up your situation so you can't hold it over my head.
Yeah.
Ms. Moore, does that have any possibility of truth?
Yes, that definitely. But my whole thing is the day that we sat down and we talked about it, and before his family even knew that I knew, he had told me. We talked about it.
He told you he was with a girl?
Yeah, he had told me before.
Did you?
Ma'am, yes, because I wasn't with a girl.
There just happened to be a woman there.
Yeah, no, it was
in our car.
No.
Do you think he had sexual relations with this woman? You have any credible evidence thereof?
No, but when I was talking to him, it sounded like he was in the restroom, and he said he wasn't.
Oh, you can't tell where somebody is.
Well, it was an echo, and he was telling me that he was in the car, and it was already off the back a lie. He already started off on the line, so I didn't believe anything
okay.
he had to say after that.
I give it to you. He shouldn't have lied to you. There may have been something suspect. Have you ever caught him cheating since then or doing anything on social media or, you know, that seems suspect to you?
He signed up for, it's like a dating website, like off of porn, like a porn. He said he had to register on the dating website in order to look at the videos.
Were you on a dating website, Mr. Moore?
No, ma'am. I did register for something, but it was just to get more video views, I guess I would have to say. But as far as like registering
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, okay, look, like I'm on the internet, right? And you know, pop-ups pop up.
Right.
So this pop up, and I'm like, oh, that look interesting. So
you never deal with the pop-up.
Yeah, well, you know, I go through the little pop-up, and at the end of me putting in all this...
Was there a naked woman on the pop-up?
Yeah. But at the...
They can get you there. You're so easy. Don't be, you know what I mean? Oh, we're going to hack his computer. Every man, we put a naked woman on there. Bam, we got him.
And so when it came up, I put in all the info, and then at the end of me putting in the info, it say, put in a credit card number. I'm like, oh, I ain't doing that. And that was the end of it. So... a day later or whatever, my wife, she going through the phone, and she like, well, what's this? Why you over here? I'm like, man.
Well, what did you need to sign up for that popped-up naked woman anyway?
Man, because I was trying to get...
wanted a date?
No, that's not true.
Well, what were you seeking to accomplish?
Better pictures. Better views. More... Hey, I'm just... Man, look, all I just go to work.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, that's what it was.
All righty then.
Off of social media, people can contact you and all that type of stuff, and that is what causes the problems.
Yeah. So you did it to me, I'm gonna do it to you.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as getting a divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mr. Moore, your conduct was suspect. And whether or not we will ever be able to suss out exactly what occurred with the weed smoking over at the family member's house, I'm going to leave that alone.
Okay.
I'm going to return to your wife here for a moment because she had an outlandish response to her belief that you were cheating. Can you tell me what it is she did in response to that?
At first, we talked about it because it wasn't nothing. It's still to this day.
Here's what I want to talk about. Your belief that he cheated on you was to sign up for a dating site yourself.
Yes, I signed up for a dating website.
Now, what did you anticipate that would resolve?
Actually, I just did it just out of spite. I was upset that he would even. He tells me all the time.
So you did it to me, I'm going to do it to you.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, because you had 2 kids, and one of them pushed one. Would you tell the other, push him back so he knows how it feels?
No.
Because it's silly, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't help anything. You love him, you wanted to keep him, so you just wanted to hurt him, and you end up making a mess.
Yes, I did. I was very upset about it because...
I understand also that you no longer allow him on social media. Is that true?
James has never really been the type to be on, like, any kind of social media. So as far as that, like, I told him, no, I don't think you should be on it, but I've never, like, forced him, like, oh, you cannot be on it. He's never just took an interest into it anyways.
Mr. Moore, is that accurate, or does she actively preclude you from being on social media?
I would say that I don't like social media that much, but I can't just get on freely. Let's just put it like that. Like, because you know, off of social media, people can contact you and all that type of stuff, and that is what causes the problems.
Yeah. Well, I understand she's quite busy on social media, is she not?
Yeah.
Do you find that as a distraction in your marriage?
No, because me and her, we just think differently now, I think. Like, because I'm more of a I don't want to know type of guy. I just want you to be, I just want you to be happy. Like, throughout this whole thing, like, if social media make you happy, then do it. If I'm going to come home and you go be happy and we go be straight, then do that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as for me, like, when I tried to have, it was a problem. Put it there. It was a problem.
It was a problem because right after he tried to make that, he was already talking to a girl on the phone, and he had no idea who it was.
Well, you don't let him have a phone either, do you?
Well, he did have a phone, but he doesn't know who he talks to. No, so now I say, why do you need a phone if you don't know who you're talking to? He accidentally left his phone at home. So it goes off. It says, are you at work yet? I text back, yes. So the number calls back. I answer the phone, and she's like, oh, I have the wrong number.
But, Your Honor,
so
look,
it's stuff like that.
Mr. Moore, go ahead.
Your Honor,
respond.
Look, you got to, this is the way, look, this happened 4 years ago. And I believe because of what happened a long time ago, that's why we here. These little miscellaneous problems that we're going through, for me,
They're
I'm like,
important, though.
I know. If I'm at work, right?
Yeah.
And you get a text and you saying that a woman's texting me.
Right.
Why are we not texting this woman back to make it seem like it's you, to really get some honest, some groundbreaking facts that I'm cheating on you?
He did that before.
No, that's not what happened.
You've called the number before.
Whoever's texting, I don't know who this is. Cell phones, numbers change. People get different numbers. I don't know who this is texting me. And if I had somebody texting me, why would I leave my damn phone at home?
You accidentally left it there.
No,
Okay, I got it. I'm not sure I understand, but it's just as close as I'm gonna get.
He accused
I'm
me
at
of
work,
cheating
though,
all
you know what
the
I'm saying?
time.
I do accuse her because she accused me now.
So are you worried or are you not?
Do you think James has been faithful to Ashley? Vote now. Call 855-70-DIVORCE. Make your vote count. Call 855-70-DIVORCE and get your exclusive offers. If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. Mrs. Moore, you're not only concerned about women, but you are concerned about the quantity of pot that he smokes. Why don't you tell me why you are concerned?
Because he doesn't want to do anything else besides smoke. He just wants to stay at home.
He's still working though, right?
I mean, he goes.
Bam.
Yeah, he works.
Still
he works,
do my job.
but he also has two.
Mr. Moore, you're an unusual guy. You really are. But I like you. I mean, you're a little odd, but I enjoy you. I'm just saying that, Ms. Moore. But so after work, all that's happening is he's getting high. That's it.
Like he'll come home dirty and just lay in the bed and just smoke.
Mr. Moore, have you gotten caught up in that to the extent that you can't participate actively in the marriage?
No, because it's like this. I feel like things should be more like on a time base or more like on a schedule. If I go to work, I bust all these hours, you chilling. Now, I'm not saying you chilling per se, kids at school, whatever. You doing whatever you doing. I'm doing labor. I'm in the attic. I'm outside. I come home dirty, like she said. Mm-hmm. What make you think I just want to come home dirty and, boom, let's go to Wally World. Boom, let's go here.
You need to chill out a little bit.
And I don't need to go places every day either.
But he doesn't want me going either. He wants me to stay at home with him.
Is it your contention that he goes to work and he just wants to stay home and he's no fun anymore?
He doesn't want to come home and do anything. He doesn't want to do nothing but smoke.
Does he ever have any time that he cannot account for? Because he seems like he's a laborer. So if he's getting phone calls and this and that, he'd have to go somewhere or do something else to do the cheating. To me, I'm not seeing any unaccounted for time. Is there time that is unaccounted for?
Yeah, like he'll say.
And I'm not talking about 4 years ago either.
No, I'm talking about recently. He goes to work like at 6 o'clock in the morning. He doesn't come home till 6 in the afternoon. That's enough time. His job, the where he works at, it's basically like it's not set hours. So he'll call me and he'll say, "Oh well, I'm waiting on the client to get here." So he's just waiting somewhere.
That's my point.
So it's not
I'm at a workplace. I'm at work.
Not whenever you're not working.
You
though.
at the crib. So all this accusing me of what I'm doing, you could be doing the same thing, even better. The kids at school, you at home, you ain't doing
nothing.
nothing.
And you're not worried.
That just recently
I'm at work.
But he is
work,
though. He accused me of cheating
though,
all the time.
I do accuse her because she accused me now.
So are you worried or are you not?
Yeah, of course I'm worried. That's why I want to come here and try to reconcile and save what we got.
He accuses me of cheating.
You don't really believe she's cheating, do you?
Man,
He thinks I know.
Do you have anything suspect or out of the ordinary or unusual that would lead you to believe she's actually doing something? Or are you just accusing her because you got tired of her accusing you?
A little bit of both. But she does stuff way differently now. Her whole attitude and the way she get down is so...
Tell me how she gets down differently now.
Okay, like, in the midst where we real happy, I come home, I get called up, baby, I got dinner ready, all that type of good stuff. She don't wear no sexy stuff until I get home, and then she like, you want me to put this on? Want me? Woo, woo. And I'm like, yeah, do that. Let's do that, or whatever. It was more like, I understand you working and this and that. Now it's like, when I come home, I'm looking in her room, and I know my wife. I've been with you for a long time. I know when you get dressed, and I know when you doing other stuff. I see makeup out, then I see that you just took a shower. Like, why you doing all this? That's what leads.
If you don't have anything else going on.
And then you steady saying, like, when I'm at work, like she said, I might be sitting somewhere. I'm scared to tell her stuff like that, because when I tell her, oh, it's an easy day at work today, it's like, oh, you got an easy day. You must finna go cheat on me. You know what I'm saying? You must finna go with something. And I'm like, that's not what I want. I'm thinking good, positive thoughts all day, and then when I get that, I'm like, man, what the hell?
I'm with you. In divorce court, couples tell me everything about their relationships. Want to share your experience? Join the conversation on our Twitter page at Divorce Court. On Facebook, check out other fans and their intimate issues. You know everybody has something to say about love. What's on your mind? You're going to see whatever you're looking for. No matter what you do, you're going to see what you're looking for. If you've got on a pair of glasses that says cheater on them, everything you see is going to have cheater across of it. No matter what, he could be standing in front of a church, there'll be cheater across the glasses. So that is what you will see. You know, if you leave this guy, you're going to regret it. He's a good dude. He's working hard. I'm sure he's funny at home because he's funny in here. And I know you enjoy him. He's got a good temperament. He just wants to chill. He don't want no problem. He don't want no destruction. He's from a disassembled family, a family where there's no hearth and home and center. But he's decided, I'm not going to be disassembled. I'm not going to be a traveling dude that has a whole bunch of women. I'm going to find me this one chick I really like. I'm going to take her home, put a ring on her. I'm going to marry her. I'm going to work for her, and I'm going to take care of that business. Every once in a while, he smokes a little weed, which you should cut out. But hey, Mr. Moore, it's all me now.
Yes, ma'am.
He's made a decision to walk west in an east-going current, and you ought to be happy about that. That man ain't cheating on you, and if he had a little thing 4 years ago, let it go. You know what I mean? Let it go. Learn to live in today. Learn to enjoy who he is and what he is and all that kind of stuff. Don't waste your time worrying about what he might be doing someday, somewhere, something else like that. Enjoy who he is. Enjoy what you got. Enjoy today. Work with them kids. You know, act like you got some sense. And don't come back no more. This matter is adjourned. If you're looking for hurt everywhere you go, that's exactly what you'll find. If something happened a long time ago, leave it alone, let it go, live in today, enjoy yourself, or else you'll find yourself reliving what happened already.